Good morning. How we doing? We've got Guy with a Smile. Hello, Madison, Autofire, Rise, welcome in. How we doing? On our first Sly coming in first. Hello, how we doing? Oh my goodness, we have a lot going on today. Today's kind of crazy. So here on you were first. You were. Here on stream, we're gonna be opening packs. These are my pre-release for Magic for the Final Fantasy set. Scott opened his, so I do have some that I wanted and we have, and I'll go through those in a second. So that's what we're doing on stream. What we're also doing on stream is raising money for the Trevor Project. So this is our Pride Month fundraising. We started it a couple years ago. I wasn't able to do it last year. We're back this year. But we are raising for the Trevor Project. If you want to learn more, that link is there in our donation page. But basically, they provide kind of crisis intervention services for LGBT youth, and they definitely need our help. Unfortunately, right now, the world is a very, very, very scary place for our LGBTQ friends. So, if you would like to donate, we are trying to raise money for that. I have our little our counter down here at the bottom. I was trying to think of something fun as like a goal when we hit it. I haven't quite come up with something yet, but if you would like to chip in, we are trying to raise money for that. Uh, I know some people are asking about like employer match and stuff, so that is up if you want to do that. The link does stay active for a bit after the campaign, but I don't remember exactly how long. But the link is there. We are kickstarting that today. And then the other thing is here at the house. My mom is helping us with some stuff out in the front yard, which means Sadie's going nuts, and I'm gonna try and cut that down as much as I can. But if you hear her in the background, that is why. So there's a lot going on today, and then also the Summer Game Fest stuff is going on. So Xbox is a bit later, and I don't know if we're gonna try and wrap up before that or kind of during it, but yeah, it's just kind of a crazy day today. So thanks everyone, buckle in. It's a lot going on here. But, yeah, I do wanna start right in on these. So I think the plan, as people are waking up and coming in, is we start with the regular ones, and then we will do the shiny. Let me show you guys what we already pulled that I'm very excited about. Mostly this boy right here. I wanna build a Kefka deck, and we got some of the it's actually a misprint. There's a little bit at the top here. Got this very fancy boy, so I'm gonna put him into my deck. I did pull a pretty bird for my burb deck. And then I got the fancy Ristic study, which is just beautiful. So already got some of the ones that I wanted. The other one I was kind of excited for was Arden. I want to build a Kalia deck, kind of more focusing on demons. Because I want to either that or just go full mono black. I haven't quite decided yet. But either way, I've got him. And then I did pull the commander for the Burb deck. So that's what we got here. We got Choco Seeker of Paradise. So I got a good start. Razor Cracking one tells what pulls you're hoping for. Yes. So we still need Ishtola for Scott. Scott wants the anime Ishtola, and we're hoping she's in here. I haven't actually seen anyone pull that card. So so hopefully we can get that for Scott. We did get the regular version, so he at least has one of her. But we would really like the fancy art Ishtola. Obviously serialized would be cool. I've seen a couple people pull the like the gold chocobos. I was trying to remember what else. For me, a lot of it's nostalgia cards. The rest of the Kefka would be nice, and I'm just gonna basically fill as much of that deck as I can with Final Fantasy, and then the birds. Yeah, so if I can get my own Tifa, that would be nice. Scott pulled one, but is keeping her. So if I get my own Tifa, that would be pretty sweet. But I think those are the big ones. Chat, what for those also doing the Final Fantasy set? What are we hoping for? Here's the archetypes in case I don't want those. So I am going for control and black mage aggro. Yeah, 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 yeah. And here are their packs. I'm just gonna put them out on the desk here in stacks like we've done before. I've got some sleeves already, and we're just gonna dive in. Has anyone else been cracking packs? Any cool finds? I was gonna go back up to Autofire's comment, said, watched someone open packs for 8 hours yesterday before she got the card she wanted. That's insane. That's an insane amount of packs, is what that is. Alright, let me actually, go down into card view mode here. Get focused, because there's some beautiful art, and I want everyone to see it. Slam, hello. Thank you so much for 75 months of support. That's a Nikki-sized pile of ripped open packs, 0 minutes in. We're getting there. Cool. We're cool. We're cool. Slam, what you up to? Oh, that actually works nicely. I don't know how it kept the nice focus, but it did. Are we calm though? Am I ever calm, Slam? I think the baseline for that for me is a little different, But look, I've got so many packs. And then I have shiny packs. And we're gonna see if I don't know, if I can get through this before Xbox, that would be cool. If not, that's okay, but that's kind of the goal. All right, let's dive in, chat. I got some cool ones this slam already. I was showing those off. So let's dive in and see what we get. Tony, welcome in. How are you? What is everyone up to today? What do we got going on? Who else is going to be watching Xbox? Okay, so as we go through these, I probably won't go through like every spell and stuff like we normally do. A lot of them are like reprints for the kit. I'll probably stop at more of the character type cards, and then of course any pretty art. We'll stop and look. Just a stream of 1 hour opening before Xbox reaction stream. I've never done a reaction stream. I hadn't planned on it. I was just gonna come, yeah, just go watch it after. But so many anime Shtola, the Life Paladin equipment. Scott did get the sword and the shield. I don't remember the name of it. Mono White Cloud, Masamune, Excalibur 2, Crystals, Lightning, to name a few. Scott also got a Lightning. Scott did very well with his packs, and I'm hoping I can also do well here. But I'm just gonna go nice and slow here. If there's anything that looks interesting, I'll pull it aside. Let's get Ender's Mill 3 cards and gain 3 life. I need to decide what direction I want to take Kefka as part of it, because I don't know. Obviously, I'll have everything out and I can make decisions, but I need to decide how crazy I want to go with him. Capital City. It's one of the towns. Add uncolored. 1 and tap. Add a mana of any color. It's nice to have. Biscuit, hello. Bees, hello. Jesse, hello. How we doing? How we doing today? We are opening packs and we have kicked off our Pride Month fundraising. So if you guys want to donate or read more about the Trevor Project, I've got everything set up for stream. So if you want to check that out, that is there. How are you guys today? Here for Final Fantasy VIII Supremacy. The other one I do want is the Triple Triad. We didn't pull a Triple Triad yesterday, so that's the other thing I would like to get. Another Moogle's Valor. Look at these little cuties. Not that I got a lot. If it had gotten a commander deck, that would have been cool. It doesn't get as much love as the other games. Yeah, the full art lands are also really fun. And then the heroes, they did a bunch of different heroes, so we've been trying to collect all of the different heroes, which is also fun. Is there anything numbered? There is. It is in the shiny pack. So once we go through the regular packs. Is there a card you'll pull and get hype and then post a clip to socials? If we get the anime Ishtola that Scott wants, probably. Trying to think what else I would lose my mind to. Adrian's Brush, thank you so much for that sub for 40 months of support. I'm doing well. How are you? We're just opening up some magic cards today. More of the Kefkas I think I'd be pretty excited for. Oh, dang it. There's a donation and I want to read it. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. Thank you to that donation. I'm very sorry. The alerts are in a different window. And I'd really like to read it. Let me get caught up here. Oh, where is it? Crap. Okay, I'm gonna have this up so I can read. That's not helpful. Tiltify, please. Sorry, chat. They don't come in OBS like my normal stuff does. I want to make sure that I say thank you. I see you. I'm just trying to read you. Oh, shit. Where are they? Tiltify, please. You're not making this easy. Is it just on my campaign page? Oh, I said mine. Thank you so much for that donation. I'm so sorry it took so long to get to it. My goodness. But thank you so much, I appreciate it, kicking us off here. Thank you, thank you. How are you today? Ugh, sorry, that was a nightmare to get to. Thank you so much for kicking off our fundraising. Let's see. They could have done a hot dog food token. I'm really glad we got the instant ramen from 15. That was the one I wanted. Wolves are welcome in. How are you? All right, let's dive back in. So sorry about that. Thank you so much, Wasted Money, for your donation. I appreciate it. Getting us started. Saphira. I think I pulled this already for Kefka, but destroy target creature, gain 2 life. Pretty good. Throw that in for some spells. Gigantoad. Ozark finished 6 Flamers as Ancient and the Exalted Flamer. Nice. What did you think of? I think you were working on the the magic-y bits. What did you think of working through that? This one's really pretty. We've already gotten it a few times. So this is Wild Rose Rebellion, which is for counter spell. And this is some of the Amano art. Look how pretty. So they got I feel like a lot of these art slam. Like if I pull some of these of like cool ones. But yeah, we've gotten a couple of these, but still very, very pretty. I'll go ahead and set it aside in case we want to throw it into another deck. All right. It's very pretty. Yeah, that one's more common, but very pretty. We've gotten a bunch of Omega. A bunch of Omega. Oh, here we I don't think I've seen this one. When it enters, you may search your library for a bird or basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. Whenever he attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target creature and then double the number. Okay, well, you're going into my bird deck. Yoink. I'll keep you for burbs. My burb pilot. I'll go ahead and put this in a sleeve too. Chocobo, Ghost Fox, welcome in. It is from 13. Yeah, the other cool part, if anyone's looking at this set, if you're not sure, because like some of the older games I haven't played, it does have the game listed in the bottom too. So if you're not sure where a character or something is from, it does list the game, which I thought was really nice. How are you? Welcome on in. Hey, Growling Barley, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming to hang out. I appreciate it. What you up to today? Some of the mono cards look good. Some look like proxies you can buy on Amazon. I think they all look pretty good. The ones we've gotten, I've liked. All right, we also have Noctis, which is really pretty. I'm sorry. What's that foil on the the swords? So pretty. That's a cool foil. He's got lifelink. You may cast artifact spells from your graveyard by paying 3 life in addition to paying their other costs. If you cast a spell this way, the artifact enters with a finality counter on it. I'll go ahead and sleeve him as well as a shiny. I do like how that foil is done. That's very pretty. I am not typically a foil girly. I think they make some of the cards hard to read. But when they do like the really clever foiling like that, I love it. And I'm gonna need bird tokens, so glad to have more burps. Well, there's our second pack. Very nice fun. Yeah, it's very pretty. Very pretty. But yeah, today the other big thing is I'll be watching the Xbox things. Anyone else gonna be watching? Has anyone watching Summer Game Fest? Any games we're excited for? I think it's been a little light on announcements this year. There's nothing I'm like, I don't know, frothing at the mouth to play. Resident Evil. Resident Evil was a nice surprise. After they after they trolled us a little bit. Gibby stolen nothing yet. What have I got so far? I've got a bird, I got a pretty Noctis Scott, and we're still early. We're hoping though. Hoping for Ishtola. Thunder Magic. Resentful. I don't think I know this one. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put 1 into your hand, the rest into the graveyard. Oh, and then you can flashback. That might be good. I'll keep it in mind for Kefka. Blitzball shot. Target creature gets a 3/3. Gains trample till the end of turn. Probably good to grab for birds, but I'll wait for now. There's the ramen we were just talking about. Shows have been Resident. I think it's been a little quiet. So yes, Resident Evil 9 has been announced. I think it's Resident Evil Requiem is the full title. Sorry. Let me catch up here. I bought a few starter boxes from the Final Fantasy. Oh, trading card game many years ago for the artwork because I don't play card games. Resident Evil 9 and Strivels. That's right from the PlayStation show. Can't wait to get my big Boston boosters next week. Let's go. Silent Hill F. I'm very excited for, but like I already know that's coming, so it wasn't. I don't count that as like this week announcements, but I am excited to play. Oh yeah, Fenrir. Pretty. Got an overkill. Target creature gets a -0, -9999 until end of turn, which is fun. But 5 different Souls likes. Don't get me wrong, I like Souls games, but there's a lot. There's a lot. Oh, we got Sid. So artifact creatures and heroes you control get 1/1 for each artificer you control. Each artificer card in your graveyard. A deck can have any number of cards named Sid, Timeless Artificer. Oh, and any number of. That's fun. Got a Fire Crystal. Red spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Creatures you control have haste. For 4 red, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. I'll go ahead and put a sleeve on that one. We did get a Sid, yeah. The fact that he can, I'm gonna go ahead and go back and sleeve it. So you can have so many, or as many as you want in a deck is, that's fun. They keep doing more of those cards. I feel like the last few sets have had that. It was interesting that the Sony State of Play was a game that wasn't there. Which do you mean? I think I know what you mean, but I want to double check. And another hero. I kind of want to set aside the heroes so you guys can see all the different ones that they did. Let me grab those since there are only a couple in here. Did I already set them aside? I thought we had 2 already. Maybe it was too fast. Oh my god. Nope, okay. All right. So we got a Sid. That's pretty cool. I'll take a Sid. Soraya, welcome in. How are you? We're opening up packs. How are you? Oh, Marathon. Okay. Silkborn. That's right. I'm gonna sleeve the Sid. Yeah, I like thought about it and I was like, I need to go back and grab that. Marathon's in a weird spot. I guess we'll see. How goes back to Rhea? How's your weekend? What you been up to? 100% gonna get delayed. I don't know, the canceling. Yeah. As it should be. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know it's just kind of interesting to watch and see what's gonna happen with Marathon, honestly. It's definitely a weird one. It's definitely a weird one. What do you guys think? Canceled the same like Concord was, yeah. I think that's probably I think that one makes sense. Fight on, return 2 target creatures from your graveyard to your hand. Also pretty good. Grab that. Got the greens. I already pulled one for my birds, but since I figured it'd be like the Heir Apparent, where it's like that $3 to $4 for those multiple ones. Ooh, full art squall. We got squack. I'll go ahead and I'll throw that in a sleeve. I was hoping for a squall. Scott got one, but I just love 8, so a lot of the ones I'm gonna keep are like legit just nostalgia. They're just characters I like, so I'll keep ones even if I don't necessarily have a deck. I love Magic card art and the flavor text, yes. Especially like bringing in some of the stuff from the games has been so fun to read. They've done such a good job with this set. Squack Attack, that's right. Got a Graha. Got a Tonberry. Okay, this creature enters tapped with a stun counter on it, and he's got Chef's Knife. During your turn, this creature has First Strike and Death Touch. He's gonna go in the Kefka deck for sure. Ooh, we got Genova. Beginning of combat on your turn, put a number of 1/1 counters equal to Genova's power up to 1 other target creature. This creature becomes a mutant in addition to its other types. Whenever a mutant you control dies during your turn, you draw cards equal to its power. Go ahead and throw a sleeve on that. He is the best looking guy there. Squall's a cutie patootie, even with his pixely face. Marathon the Extraction Shooter that stole assets. That's the one. Yep. City and then yeah. Oh wait, what was that? Oh, the artist threw me off. Stinian art. Cottonberry, he's going in the deck for show. For show. All right, next up. Holy shit. Just watch the Resident Evil 9 trailer. It does look pretty good. Estinian looking hot as always. We do love Dragon Daddy. Why? How is he so hot? Sabatender got some landfall. We love to see it. Undercity Dire Rat. Another chocobo kick. White Mage's Staff was some very pretty art. Job select. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token, which is what all of these are needed for. Then attach this to it. Equipped creature gets a 1/1, has whenever this creature attacks, you gain 1 life. As a cleric in addition to its other types, and then it is equip 3. Very pretty. That's Salvagers. Prompto, my boy. Giving us a selfie. My boy. Oh, we get to catch a fish. Beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's an artifact or creature card, you may reveal it and put it in your hand. If you put a card in your hand this way, create a food token and transform this enchantment. That's fun. To catch a fish. Get a lunar whale. God, Xenos. Nice. First friend. When Xenos Gavus enters, choose a creature an opponent controls. Then a turn, creature's other name gets. Then the chosen creature gets a -2/-2. Chosen creature enters the battlefield, transform. So then becomes dragon, has flying. This creature transforms. In addition, you choose an opponent. Chosen player loses the game. You win the game. So that's fun. That's fun. I'm tempted to throw that in with Kefka. That seems like it would be fun. Fishing, always fishing. Fishing confirmed. Best set. There is a ton of equipment with Cloud and some of the others doing a lot of equipment stuff. They definitely help. Got a duplicate. Definitely loaded up on equipment with this set. All right, in between packs, I'm going to take the reminder that we are kicking off our Trevor Project fundraising. So for Pride Month, we are raising money for the Trevor Project. That link is in chat. Trevor Project, very important here. Unfortunately, it's a scary place right now for LGBT friends, and we need to provide all the support we can. So the link is there if you want to check it out. Erebrine, thank you so much for that sub for 47 months of support. How are you? We're opening lots of cards today. What you up to? Welcome in. Got another Moogle. Ifrit. Or Ifrit. Why is the link not linking? Oh, it should be. On my screen it is working. Is anyone else having issues with the link? On mine it is showing as a link. And I was able to get to it earlier. Ooh, we got Freya. Jump during your turn. Freya Crescent has flying. Tap, add red. Spend this mana only cast an equipment spell or activate an equip ability. So if you're doing those equipment decks. Link is good? Okay, cool. Cool. Girlfriend Ifrit, that's right. Link works, okay. Exalted, welcome in. How are you? Come to see what Final Fantasy we get. I already got JPEG in. You let me know when you're ready to play some Magic. Oh, we got, okay, at least one triple triad. It's not the art that I want, but we at least got triple triad. Let me see what we got first. Ah, and Joshua. Okay, triple triad. Beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles the top card of the library. Till the end of turn, you may play the card you own exiled this way, and each other card exiled this way with lesser mana cost than it without paying the mana cost. So that's going to go into Kefka. I will admire from afar. That's fair. I will show you all the pretty art. How about, let me go back a little bit because I'm not sure when you came in. We got a Noctis with very pretty foil. And I do have one a mono card so far. I'm in mobile. It's just text here. Oh, but clickable. Okay, that's weird. It is also in the Discord if you need it later, Jazzy. And then Joshua. I haven't actually read his yet. When Joshua enters, discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards. For 3 red, white, exile Joshua, then return to the battlefield transformed under owner's control. Activate as sorcery. So then he transforms into, spoiler alert, Phoenix, Warden of Fire. And he has the Saga here. So for 1 and 2, deals 2 damage to each opponent. Flames of Rebirth. Return any number of target creature cards with total mana value 6 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Exile Phoenix, then return it to the battlefield, front face up. So that's what we got. Is there an alt card? Oh, of older Noctis. Trying to remember if there is. Not that I remember, but we got a lot of packs. We'll see. Oh, Saren, hello. How are you today? We're opening up Magic cards today. I just want to get a bunch of these 10 islands. They're so pretty. So pretty. Oh, and some signed Terra art. I feel like another art card pile. Start another pile. I think I've missed one already, but we'll just make piles and piles and piles. Medallion, hello. Oh, Old Noctis is Kenrith. That makes sense. That makes sense. How are you? Maybe we'll get one here today. What have you been? Have you also been opening packs, Medallion? I like those cards with the number behind them. It's a really pretty style. We've pulled a few of them already. Jesse, thank you so much for that donation to the Trevor Project. Let me pull up my pull up the thing here so I can actually read it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me give this a refresh. We are now at, chat, $675 of our goal. Thank you so much, Jesse, for your very generous donation. I appreciate it. Make sure I didn't miss up. Oh, and Teraya, I'm so sorry I didn't hear the alert. Teraya, thank you so much for your generous donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for kicking off our fundraising. Thank you, Teraya. I'm sorry I missed the alert. The alerts are through Tiltify, which I don't use much. And I may have set the alert a little low. I did not hear that. I'm so sorry, Teraya, but thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you, Slam, for the link for Kenrith there. For older Noctis. I want to grab certain cards just to have a whole set of Secret Rendezvous. Yeah, I think this is like if you do like a master set, it's such a good set to do that with if you're a Final Fantasy fan. There's a little summon for Choco and Mon, so I did pull that. Oh, there is the link. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yes, if I do miss a donation, I am so sorry. I don't mean to. I just need to crank up that alert sound so I hear it. I just need to crank that up. So sorry, Teraya. Thank you so much for the donation. Wasted mine, Jesse. Thank you for the donations. I appreciate it. All right, who we got here? So there's some more fun Kafka art. Laughing Mad. Additional cost to cast the spell, discard a card, and get to draw 2 cards. And then you can flash it back so you can keep using it, which is great. Ooh, Samurai's Katana. So it's job select. Crypt creature has a 2/2, has trample and haste, and is a samurai in addition to its other types. It has a quick 5. I have a samurai deck. I don't know, maybe that would go in it? Maybe. It's very much like a Voltron-y type deck. Restoration magic. Thetis! So this is the white-blue. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a 1/1 on Thetis. Whenever Thetis attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls. I'll go ahead and... No, we've got a few of him. Here we go. Phantom Train. Does have trample. Sacrifice another artifact or creature, put a 1/1 counter on this vehicle. Becomes a spirit artifact creature in addition to other types until the end of turn. Suplex that train. I have both the suplex and the train in my Kefka deck. That's right, it is ready for suplexing. Ooh, we got a lightning. Okay. Immediately into sleep. Okay, let's look at how nasty lightning is. So for 1 red-white, has first strike, trample, and lifelink. Whenever lightning deals combat damage to a player until your next turn, if a source would deal damage to that player or a permanent that player controls, it deals double that damage instead. Scott got this card in the like showcase art and foil. She's some money. This one will still be some money, but yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. Something to go, yes. Yes. Oh, Cody, welcome in. How are you? All right, got another Ifrit. Flames. Oh, we got here. I think I know. Okay, Astrologians, Planisphere. Pretty art. Put it to the art pile. All right. Let's go back to suplexing. Hey, Coco. We are going to open up the collectors too. I'm doing the regular play boosters first and then the collectors. How are you today? Have you also been opening some packs? Welcome, welcome in. Where are your swords and more equipment? I love this little guy so much. I love the art for that. You opened yours last night. I'm good, good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, my husband opened his already, so there's a few cards I stole from him, and now I'm opening up mine today. I'm hoping that we pull the one he wants. He wants Anish Tola, the anime art, and I haven't seen anyone pull it yet. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse says just submitted my company match. Hopefully see that tomorrow or the next day. Thank you so much, Jesse. I appreciate that. And then yeah, if anyone else, if your company does matching for donations. Collector's boosters only if she hits her sub goal. Thank you. Slam, I gotta run my streams by you first. Alright, Zidane. When it enters, gain control of target creature and opponent controls till the end of turn. Untap it. It gains lifelink and haste until the end of turn. Whenever opponent gains control of a opponent from you, you create a treasure token. Oh my goodness. Okay, that one I heard. Let me open that up and make sure I'm not missing anything. Give this a refresh. Oh my gosh, you guys are going nuts. Thank you so much. Osarin and family, thank you so much for that donation. I really, really appreciate that. We are now at chat. Oh my goodness, $800 of our $2,000 goal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys would also like to donate or read about the Trevor Project, I'm gonna throw that back in chat. Um, Especially now as times are a little scary. Definitely need all the support that we can give, and that is our fundraiser for Pride Month. So thank you everyone who has donated today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I wanted Terramono art, but no luck on that, unfortunately. Hopefully you can find someone to maybe trade, or if you can pick it up later. Ooh, Wandering Minstrel. Got Yoshi P. All right, lands you control enter untapped. Minstrel's Ballad. The beginning of combat on your turn. If you control 5 or more towns, create a 2/2 elemental creature token that's all colors. And then for 3 and Wooburg, other creatures you control get +X till the end of turn, where X is the number of towns you control. I think a town deck would also be fun, but I'm one of those, I like doing like the gate decks and things like that. That's now that we have it, it's tempting. I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. Disgusting. I love decks like that though. It's just fun. Just like another kind of weird way to win. Those are always fun. Now that I have them, it's tempting. It's tempting. All right, and another hero. We've pulled, I think, 3 different, unless I missed one. We got 3 different heroes so far. Knights, Moogles. Okay, I don't know if there was another hero on the back. All right, next. Next. I know you wanted 8 cards, Biscuit. Are you planning to make like a deck? Did anyone pick up? We picked up the commander decks. Did anyone else pick those up? I miss playing Dangalong. I was gonna say we kind of had a few weeks where we weren't, and it just kind of fell off. But I kind of want to. There it is. Kind of want to ping the Discord and see if people want to play here in the next couple weeks. Here is Suplex. So now we can suplex the train. You choose one. Suplex deals 3 damage to target creature. If the creature would die this turn, exile it instead, and then exile target artifact. So you can suplex the train now. Little trader. This little merchant's cute. Hadn't seen him before. Got a limit break. Giant. Ooh, Deadly Dispute. We have Barren Rivalry. It's an instant. As an additional cost, cast a spell. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards. Create a treasure token. So there is some more pretty art there. Go ahead and throw a sleeve on that. Deadly Dispute's a good one to just kind of have on hand too for start building a deck. Another Capital City. The Crystal's Chosen. Create 4 1/1 colorless hero creature tokens. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Pixie. Oh, that's a cool cane. I think I got a regular one. So here is this one's fun. This one's got jump, so during your turn, Kane has flying. But then whenever Kane does combat damage to a player, that player gains control of Kane. If they do, you draw that many cards, create that many tap treasure tokens, and then lose that much life. So you can kind of bounce Kane around. I'm gonna keep that. It's a very pretty card. I think that's the fun kind of chaos I'm looking for with the Kefka deck too. So very pretty. Drake, Ash, some land, and a Tifa art. Cute. Oh, I'm gonna use that her aside. Alright. I'm also gonna collect the 8 cards, maybe build something around one of the spalls. Yeah, I think that would be fun. Kinda like I just think Kefka's fun. Kefka's such a goober, and I wanna decorate him. Pink card in black, yeah, it's a fun one. I like it. I like it. That kinda stuff is what I'm looking for. Oh, that's creepy. Zombie horror. Destroy target creature is dealt damage this turn. Exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. Alright, into Dimir, I do Ultimecia. I do love Dimir. It's fun. Oh, I see something hiding back there. Let's see what it is. Ooh, a Dea Kramer. Is Teferi, which absolutely makes sense. Has flash. Creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield have flash. Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they could cast a sorcery. That's also pretty fun. In you go. That's a fun one. Gross. She's a character in Seinfeld. Yep, the triple crossover we weren't expecting. I like reading the flavor text for the references. They are fun. Are you going through the gallery? All right, we got a Cactar. Garnet from 9. Robo Spider. Oop, another Arden. That was the demon one we looked at earlier that I pulled. Sam, you'll appreciate Arden. Demons you control have Menace, Lifelink, and Haste. Beginning of combat on your turn, exile up to 1 target creature card from a graveyard. If you exiled a card this way, create a token that's a copy of the card, except it's like 5/5 black demon. I want to make a demon deck that works, and I think I have a foil of him that we pulled from Scott's, yeah, so I'll probably swap it out for this one, but some demon fun. Oh, we've also got Zell. You may play an additional land of each of your turns. Gets a 1/0 for each land you control. Beginning of your end step, return a land you control to its owner hand. That's pretty nice for some landfall shenanigans. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a sleeve on him too. I don't know what he's looking like, but with the right deck, he'll be fun. All right, a world map. For 1, sacrifice this artifact, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put in your hand, and shuffle. For 3, sacrifice, search your library for a land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Oh, for any land card. Okay. I don't get it, but extra lands in red? Yes, please. If you're doing aggro landfall, absolutely. Oh, Sephiroth. What a crazy thing to end on there. Sephiroth, and yeah, I just saw this when we opened the pack. Here's Sephiroth. Whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses a life and you gain a life. All right, that's a cool token to end on there, or emblem, I guess. All right, next. Packs everywhere. All right, got Slash of Lights. Another sword. Red Mage's Rapier. Has the job select. A group creature has whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets a 2/0 till end of turn as a wizard in addition to other types. It's fun. Black Mage's Rod. Airship. Tree the Esper. Another world map. You can equip a fist. Up, Gladiolus. When he enters, search your library for a land card, put on the band. Okay, so there is a fair amount of red-green landfall. Whenever land you control is enter, another target creature you control gets a 2/2 endgame's trample to the end of turn. A lot of aggro landfall. I like it. That's what when we first played Magic, I had a deck that was that, and I loved it. It was so much fun. That's what started my landfall obsession. Chocobo Racetrack, look how cute. I love the art for that. There is Ultimecia. Whenever attacks or enters, surveil 2. Beginning of your end step, you may pay 4 blue, blue, black, black. Exile 8 cards from your graveyard to transform. Then gets Menace and Time Compression. This creature transformed into Ultimecia Omnipotent. Take an extra turn after this one. So that's the one Biscuit was saying. Would be fun to run. Extra turn's always fun. All right, I've got some more red-green. Oh, vehicles you control have a 1/1, have vigilance and reach. Whenever a vehicle crewed by Bounty and Fran attack this turn, it's the first combat phase of this turn. You may pay 1 green red. If you do after this phase, there's an additional combat. I don't know, red green aggro deck sounds kind of fun as we go here. We got lock. Love that. Death Touch and Lifelink. Whenever Lock Hold deals combat damage to a player, draw a card and then discard a card. Right. And another little hero. Hero and treasure. That's another hero for the collection here. All right, that's 1 stack of boosters done. Yeah, he's not a rogue, he's a treasure hunter. He would be good for a rogue deck, though. Would be good. I have a ninja deck, and I've considered putting together just a more traditional rogue deck. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Gabrioso, thank you so much for that sub for 83 months of support. How are you today? We're going through the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set. Bring back. What are you up to? Look at this guy. Heck eyes. Oh, we got a fat chocobo. uh, First one is Wark. Create a 2/2 green bird creature token with whenever a land you control enters, this token gets a 1/0 till the end of turn. For 2, 3, and 4, you get Kerplunk. Creatures you control gain trampled till the end of turn. I'm absolutely taking that from my bird deck. In you go. Cutie Pie. Another instant ramen. Ooh, it's Farseek too. Newfound Adventure. Search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain card, put on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. That's absolutely going in the bird deck. It's very pretty. Love that. So these decks are built with a mix of heroes, villains, and monsters instead of a monster deck versus a character. So it's so the commander decks are actually by game. So there's a commander deck for 6, 7, 10, and 14. And then whatever you want to build. So I'm building Kefka with just a variety of stuff. But it is by game. Sheila, waiting for the inevitable Persona news. It's coming. It's coming. Anything else? Yeah, what else are we expecting from the Xbox showcase, chat? Anything we're hoping to see while we go through the rest of this here? Let's see. Minimum White Mage. Vigilance and Lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on each cleric you control. Scott's building a cleric deck. I'm just gonna want this. Damn it. We just helped Scott out. Oh, it's gross. So gross. All right. It's not the Ishtola he wanted, but it's the cleric he needs. Another here. Copium is strong. My body's made for all outcomes. The pendulum will allow swing to joy or despair. Saying the the Persona remake, like that's gonna be there. Anything after that, but the remake for sure. You can build a deck for a specific game. Do 7 as 7, then build Star Wars TCG as alliance. You could, yeah, you could. If there's enough cards to fill out your deck, you absolutely could. Or if you're doing standard, that doesn't need as many cards. But yeah, you could absolutely do that. Give me 1 second. Sadie losing her mind out there. All right. We're just wandering. Search your library for basic land card or town card. Put in the battlefield tapped and then shuffle. When you search your library this way, put a 1/1 counter. We might have to do a town deck, chat. I think we might have to do it. I can live with that. Nearly done with the Persona 3 remake. 4 and then 5 replay should time me over for a while. Hey, Quinny Equinox, welcome in. Limit Break Precon is basically just 7, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so, like I said, each commander deck is based around a game. So that'll get you started if you wanted to build a specifically 7 deck. But yeah, welcome on in. How we doing today? Are you also opening up some cards? Welcome, welcome. For anyone new, hi, I'm Nikki. We usually do miniature painting. So this is my kind of standard content. Is painting things for Warhammer, board games, D&D, things like that. But we're doing more variety. So I've gotten back into Magic here lately, and then we've been doing some video gaming on Wednesday. So welcome on in. Thanks for coming to check it out today. Happy to have you. But yeah, if there's anything you're building, I am trying to build a Kefka deck, which is black, blue, red, and then a bird deck, which is green, white, blue. So I'm pulling out stuff for that as we go here. Let's see. Judge Magister Gabreth has Menace. Whenever creature artifact you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on it. Not bad for Orzhov. Opera Love Song is also, I like the art for that one. I don't even shop any of my own. Oh, I work in a hobby shop, so I get cheap singles. There you go. That's a good way to do it. Probably a more responsible way to do it. Ooh, Nibelheim of Flame. Choose target creature you control. It deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. If the spell is cast from a graveyard, discard your hand and draw 4 cards. That's pretty darn good. Take that and sleeve that. I don't play Magic, but I recognize that players usually build pure or mixed decks of color elements, trying to see how the game connects with the factions. So part of it'll depend on the player. I'm a theme girly. Like, I like to have everything within a certain theme. So, like, if I can keep my Kefka deck basically all Final Fantasy, I will. Other people won't. They'll put that in with something else, and some people will do it by game, like you said. Just depends on the player. As long as the colors, like, you can take them together, you can throw anything together. Yeah. So it just depends, is the answer. Oh, look at this art card. So cute. Also built theme. Vampires, demons. Yeah, I tend to be a very type or very mechanic based girly. So like my landfall deck is just it's green, blue, and it's all landfall. As soon as I play land, you're in trouble because I have now have now doubled my toughness and power and and then I have a way to bounce it back so I can do it again. I'm definitely a mechanics girly. I like to see how the different mechanics play out, so I like decks around that too. But yeah, it just depends on the player and how they like to build. I also don't play for competitive, so I just think something's cool and build around it. All right, a lot of these we have seen, so I'm going a little faster. Quistis. Sandworm. I did want to read this one. Memories are turning. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library, put one into your hand, then choose an opponent. They put one on the bottom of your library, then you put one on your hand, then put one in the library, put the other in your hand. That's kind of fun. I kind of like that. Ooh, we did get a Terra, though. Magical Adept. When Terra enters, mill 5 cards. Put up to 1 enchantment card milled this way into your hand. For Trance, which is 4 red-green, exile Terra, then return to the battlefield transformed under owner's control. Activate a sorcery. So then we transform into Esper Terra. So for 1, 2, and 3, create a token that's a copy of target non-legendary enchantment you control. It gains haste. If it's a saga, put up to 3 lore counters on it. Sacrifice at the beginning of your next end step. And then the really fun part, oh, I'm going to come back to that in just a moment, Avian. For 4, you actually get to add Esper, which is the other mana, into the pool. Exile Esper Terra, return it to the battlefield, front face it. Avian, thank you so much for that sub for 72 months of support. How are you? We did pull a Sid. Let me show you the Sid that we got. Oh, he was like our first couple packs. We got Sid, Timeless Artificer. So we got the 16 version. But there is Sid. Why is Sid? Good point. Good point. We did have a Squack. Let me show you our boy. I was really excited we got one. Where did he go? I put him in the other. I got too many piles. Look at our boy. Scott pulled one yesterday, but he's doing it. So the deck that Scott started to build because of like what he pulled is it's all legendary creatures. So he kept his, but now I also have a Squack. Now I also have one. I'm very excited. All right, and a different hero. There's another for our collection. I assume the decks are built to maximize. Depends. If you want to, yeah. Ideally, you would have some synergy, but it depends how much you want to dip into that. If you're a fluffy player like me, or if you're a competitive player, it will change the amount of that. It will change the amount. Alright. That was another okay, I'm gonna come back. So if we're gonna do a town deck, I'll have to pull out those later. I don't wanna make another pile right now. We have too many piles. Oh, little Shantoto from 11. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets a +X+0 until end of turn, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. If X is 4 or more, draw a card. Wall decks are a thing, yep. Ah, look at this goober. We got an Ultros. Look at little Ultros. Oh, what we got here? Yay! I'm gonna replace the one I have then. We got pretty art for Cinnamon Choco Mock. Stampede. Other creatures you control get a 1/0 until the end of turn. That is for 1 through 4. So that's gonna go in my bird deck. I will swap out the one I've got because I've just got the regular art. And that is adorable. So that's gotta go in. Squall and Eris? That's a cool swamp. I like that too. Dang it. Oh, and Terra without the the stamp on it. Alright. Next. Next. Oh, I see. I'm like, I think you're mixing your games. I think you're mixing your games. Alright. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Was Squall he was quiet. Squall's great though. He does not get the love he deserves. Does not get the love he deserves. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me before we go through this for the other stuff. We are also raising money for Pride. We are raising money for the Trevor Project. So we are kicking off our fundraising today. Today, and let me double check because the announcements have been a little hard for me to hear. We are currently at $800 of our $2,000 goal. So thank you so much to those who have donated this morning. I really, really appreciate it. But we are raising money this week for the Trevor Project. So you're not able to get to the keyboard or anything. We are doing it all this week. We will have it here on stream. So if you want to read more and check out our donation page, that is in stream. I love how much focus Magic Gathering puts on its artists. It really feels like an artist showcase sometimes. Absolutely. I love that you can kind of go through and like collect by artists too. 3 cards are all music tracks. All right, let me keep going here. Find on greens. Magic Damper. Target creature you control gets a 1/1 and gains hexproof until the end of turn. Untap it. Cool scowl. Oh, Laboratory Maniac. Okay. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game instead. I'm gonna sleep. I don't think I need that for a deck. I have it in my Niv deck. Just trying to think if I swap it out. I think I'll keep the aesthetic, but there's the pretty art. Another Quistis. Ooh, lose must sacrifice. As additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a legendary creature or pay 2. Counter target activated ability, triggered ability, or non-creature spell. So a nice counter there. I'll go ahead and bear sleep on that. We have a rat, another land, and another hero. I think if you go correctly, if you don't do something at the end to make him whistle, you get a bad ending. Oh, I was to say, it's been a little bit since I have also played 8. There's a theory where he dies during part of the game and then back. See, that's why I hesitated to say something. Is I also need to do a replay. Cause yeah, you can get into a lot of the game theory. Eight's an interesting one in that way. Eight's nuts. So I didn't want to I didn't want to goof up. But it's been a little bit since I have played it. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm going quicker through the ones we have seen. There's Sheeta. Look at this little cutie. I already pulled out for my birds, but just so cute. Side quest to raise a chocobo. I've also pulled one of these aside. When it enters, create a 2/2 green bird creature token. Whenever land you control enters, token gets a 1/0, so there's some of the landfall. At the beginning of your beginning of your first main phase, you control 4 or more birds, transform it. And then you get a black chocobo. Oh, I see something good behind it. When it transforms into black chocobo, search your library for land cards, so even more landfall shenanigans. Love to see it. Love to see it. But there is the Jumbo Cactar, and he's fun because he gets 10,000 needles. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets a plus 9999 plus O until the end of turn. He's just so fun. Even though he's not a bird, he might be going into my deck. Alright, we have a Lance, Kingdom, and another here. With the Jumbo Cactar in my Dread deck, and I will kill everyone with it. Everyone's throwing him in. Alright. Ooh. Green Sword Master. Who is it? SRAM? Senior Edificer is who it is in game. Dwarf Advisor. Whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. Very pretty. But if you're doing one of those equipment decks, pretty nutso. Pretty nuts. Love that guy. He's busted. Very pretty art. Yeah, exactly, Exalted. Those are the ones where even if I'm not putting it in a deck right now, I'm gonna keep it just because it's pretty. I'll find something to put it in, you know? I will find something to put it in. Try when this creature enters, choose one. Destroy an artifact or draw a card. Might be worth. I'll pull it out later if I want it, but we have King of the Dwarves, double strike whenever it's a Giat. Or another dwarf you control enters. Whenever equipment you control enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. There's more equipment stuff. Is there a one-wing angel? We actually pulled the emblem for it, Avians. Look at the pretty art for that. Oh, let me get it back in focus. So we've pulled this so far. There is some really cool Sephiroth art, which I think is in the collectors. So maybe we will see more. But yes, I got Edgar. Sick. Okay. Uh, okay. Edgar, King of Figaro. When Edgar enters, draw a card for each artifact you control. Two-headed coin is why I want him. First time you flip one or more coins each turn, those coins come up heads and you win the flips. So there's a little bit of coin flip in here, and I kind of want to lean into the chainsaw everything. Yes, absolutely. I kind of want to lean into kind of things like that. So I'm really glad we got an Edgar. Sick. Set you aside. So that's another, again, fun mechanic. Another fun mechanic. Ooh, and then the Leviathan art. I got one of these yesterday, and it's just so pretty. So pretty. All right. Did you get the Mythic Sephiroth? I have not. I don't know if Scott did. Scott pulled a lot of stuff. He opened up his stuff yesterday, and I'm doing mine today. I don't remember if he got. Right. Let's dive in here. Sabotender, the Ratty, Kick, Sandworm, another Shiva, another Chocobo. Got Jill. When Jill enters, return up to one target non-land permanent to owner's hand. For 3 blue, exile Jill, return it to the battlefield transformed under owner's control, activate a sorcery. So Jill becomes Shiva, Warden of Ice. For 1 and 2, mesmerize. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. For 3, Cold Snap. Tap all lands your opponents control. Exile Shiva, return it to the battlefield face up. Go ahead and throw a sleeve on her. Jill got this meat survives. Jill was very pretty. I need to, I kind of want to give 16 another shot. I got a little bored, I'm not gonna lie, about halfway through. Kind of want to give it another chance, like when I'm in the mood for it. Got another here. Because I didn't buy Final Fantasy games for the PC. I've been slowly getting them, Avian. Like, I just replayed through, I'm sorry. I just played through 6 for the first time, and I'm replaying 10 right now, and it is nice to have them on there. Exiles, right? Let's see, I was working the counter all day yesterday. Lots of Magic Gathering players. Also, a lot of people are just becoming interested in the game for the. I think that's the. That's always the thing where people are upset about the universes beyond, but it brings in so many new people, which I think is great. So like next up, we've got like Spider-Man's coming up. Like how many people are hopping in so they can play Spidey? I think it's great for that. I know some people are like, oh, it's like Fortnite. It's got all these like things that shouldn't be in it. It's like you're getting all these new people into the game. Like that's great. Like what other there's very few games where you can do that, I think is as part of it. I want to play there's my pretty art. I did camp the website and I have this as a playmat coming, which is Kefka poisoning the water. So I have that on the way. A garland. Ooh, we got Odin. All right. Odin's fun. For 1, destroy target creature an opponent controls. For 2, this creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. And for 3, draw 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. So that's fun. Oh, Sarah says, what? Spider-Man, no. My wife and my wallet are gonna kill me? Yeah. Yeah. But, like, exactly. Those little, like, those crossover things. That's how you get more people to play. Can you please pull the Y'shtola card that Scott wants? I think that's the only way I'll ever see him skip as he comes to claim the card. I'm hoping. It's not looking great. It's not looking good. We're running low on packs, but the other times we've done it, it's been towards the end. This is what I got. Or no, I think. Ooh, I don't remember if she's in here or just collectors. I think she might just be collectors. Oh, a kaiju pack. They did a Godzilla secret lair. There are Godzilla cards. Yeah, Ikoria was a lot of big stuff. That might be what you're looking at. But there was specifically a Godzilla set for Secret Lair. Laughing Mad. Garuda. Ignis, I think we've got the whole crew now. I think that's the whole crew. X-Death. Enters, gain 3 life. Beginning of your end step with their 6 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, transform X-Death into Neo X-Death. Has trample. Power is equal to the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Potentially fun. Right, Von Street Thief. Whenever 1 or more scouts, pirates, or rogues you control deal combat damage to a player, exile a top card of that player's library. You may cast it. If you don't, create a treasure token. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, put a 1/1 counter on each scout, pirate, and rogue you control. For a pirate deck? That's fun. That's fun. I'm throwing that in a sleeve. Oh my goodness, look how cute. I assume it's pricey now? For the Godzilla? I'm not sure, actually. Maybe just because it's not been in print for a little bit. I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss something, Biscuit? I was opening packs. I'm starting to feel the old man yelling at Cloud. Overall, I'm still pretty okay with Universes Beyond. I think it's nice to have formats that feel thematically and narratively concise. It's clear that every time they release Universe Beyond card, brought new players. Yeah, Lord of the Rings brought players to Modern, revived Standards, 1000% behind. It means Universe Beyond Standard. It's for the greater good. Agreed. More people coming to the game is good. I feel like, it's just hard to argue that fact. Like, more players equal good. Ooh, pretty. Got a lightning bolt. Threma of the Vestige. Deals 3 damage to any target. I'll keep it for Kefka though, just to stay in theme. We got Torgal, a fine hound. Whenever you cast your first human creature spell each turn, the creature enters with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each dog or wolf you control. He's also a little mana dork. Add 1 mana of any color. A fine hound indeed. Fine hound indeed. Ambrosia, which I got the fancy art for. Lionheart. This equipment enters, it deals 2 damage to any target. Equipped creature gets a 2-1, sorry, and is equipped 2. Yeah, hot take! More players is good for a multiplayer game, imagine. Ooh, we got Bart's. Immediately to sleep for my burbs. Okay, Bart's Invoco is good for my bird deck because affinity for birds. The spell costs 1 less to catch for each bird we control, which is gonna be most of my deck. Oh my goodness, wasted mine, what the heck? Right as I pull this card for my deck, also getting spoiled with subs. Thank you so much, Wasted Mind, for 22 subs going out to the community. Phoenix Fox, Kashi, Dysfunctional, DeGruin, Grotesque Raven, Aegis, Foxacore, Ichiban, Percival, Lowrider, Rodney, Mr. McNoface, Tournament, Bonzo Bear, Snoot Boyo, Minion, Bernard, Bane, Jay, Gorb Supreme, Johnny Exists, and Ray Ray. Enjoy those subs, those emotes from Wasted Mind. Thank you so much. Say it with me. Do I need to pick out another? Should I do all the projects or Ludba and then you guys pick? Is that what we should do? Avian, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Wasted Mind, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, between the donations and subs. I really appreciate the support today. Thank you, thank you. All the projects are Lewd and William picks. Chad is chosen. Live Madness, welcome in. No Ishtola yet, but let me go back to this for just a second, because this is going to be great for my commander deck. So Affinity for Birds. When Bart's Boko enters, each other bird you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. So that is perfect for my burp deck. I'm so excited. But thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. I have the weapon to fight the bird. Go for his toe beans. All right. Thank you, everyone, for the support. We get the burb. Mousebane, welcome in. How are you today? Lurking for workout sounds good, Exalted. If we get anything else really cool, I'll be sure to show you. Another Tifa. Another Tifa. All right, we're down to the last stack of regular. Alive and Menace. I think Ishtola will be in the fancy, so we're making our way to fancy. And then, yeah, everyone has to cross their fingers at that point. And here, Mousebait, we're glad to have you here. We're just going through packs. We got some very pretty art so far. We're just cruising on through. Have any plans for today? Time to chop chicken. Wasted Mind, thank you for the bits. Avian, thank you for the giant hoots. I appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. Another fat chocobo. Avian, thank you. Thank you guys for the support. I keep ooh, who do we have here? Oh, I got Garnet. I need to give 9 another chance too. Now that I kind of know what I'm getting into, I need to give 9 another chance. It's Lauren of the Third Path. So Vigilance, another Garnet till Alexandros 17th enters. Destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. You can tap, you and opponent each draw a card. That's nice. Oh my goodness. We got the UFO. Flying. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Till end of turn, this creature's base and power comes equal to the number of towns you control. For our town deck, that sounds fun. The flavor text is just thank you. I'm gonna pull that aside in case we want to do towns, because that sounds pretty fun, IMO. Put Garnet in a sleeve as well. Oh, look, it's Dagger, yeah. Top 3 uncommon in the set. I hadn't looked at the, kind of the pull rates and stuff. I don't know if 9 is getting love. I see it's good. Yeah, 9 is, 9 didn't get a commander deck, so it's not as much as some of the other, games, but it did get some love in here. I'll show you all my chocobos here in a bit, Mousebait. I'm building a bird deck, so I'll show you all my chocobo. I think this one's also going to go into Kefka. So Black Bolt's number 3. Flying, Death Touch. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Black Bolt's number 3 deals 2 damage to each opponent. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside for my deck. Alright. I'm gonna keep cruising here. Got Aerith. Very cute. Aerith for 2 and white. Lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on. Oh, it's another cleric too. On Aerith Gainsborough. Whenever Gainsborough dies, put X 1/1 counters on each legendary creature you control, where X is the number of 1/1 counters on Aerith Gainsborough. And a water crystal back to back there. Very nice. Let me put these down and another here. And I'll go over the crystal as well. Let me get a billion sleeves here. It's pull day. That's right, Reaper. How are you today? Welcome, welcome in. Got Eric. I'm gonna grab this for Kefka. And then we'll go over the water crystal, which also needs a sleep. Wasted mine and Avian, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Who knew cows would have so much blood? It's gonna take forever. You know what? I like 9. I thought 8 and 7 were very bittersweet. So growing up, like, my brother and I would play 7, 8, and 10 a lot. Neither of us, I don't know if we just didn't pick up 9 or I don't think we ever got it. But for those, yeah, we played those a lot. So those mean a lot to me, but it's been a bit since I've played them. 9, I need to give another chance. I think maybe I just wasn't in the right mindset for it. 9 got 4 of the party as cards, which is way better than 9, 5, 7, 6, 14 games. Thank you, Avian, for the bits. All right, and then Biscuit, thank you for the owl. I appreciate it. Water Crystal. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill that many plus 4 instead. So if you have a mill deck, Water Crystal, very good. 4 blue blue. Each opponent mills cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. So if you can get some nasty card draw there, this is very good for mill decks. I'm gonna keep it. Because I've got a Mind Skinner just sitting in my binder that I kind of want to. I don't like playing against mill, but you know what? Sometimes someone just needs to get milled out. You know? You know? Like foil. Yeah, I think Scott pulled one too, and it was also foil. Now that you mention that. 7 is revolutionary, super powerful. Or super popular, sorry. 8 was trying to follow it up. 9 was the level to bring the OG fans back. Remember as a kid not getting 9 until I was older. Sorry, look at Vivi as a real protagonist, not Zidane. The little bit of played of 9 where like Vivi's only personality was tripping. I was just like, I don't care. I don't care. I played 9 and 12, a little bit of 10 and 10 too. So I like fantasy. 7 and 8 are more sci-fi to me. Well, it seems my luck. I get a good card and it's foil. I also prefer not foil. Because they're easier to. Some of them are pretty. I'll show you one that I got that I'm glad is foil. But in general, I also prefer not. He's Renoa. With little Angelo. When Renoa enters, create Angelo, legendary 1/1 green and white dog creature token. And you get Angelo Cannon. Whenever Renoa hardly attacks, another target creature you control gets a 1/1 until end of turn for each creature you control. Alright. Ooh, we got Fang. Okay, this one's one of the fun ones. So whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. This ability triggers only once per turn, but it has Meld. Melds with Vanille, cheerfully. So, if you also have Vanille, if you've not seen these Meld cards, the cards actually like Voltron together. So if we get Vanille, I'll show you guys. We got it in Scott's packs, but it actually creates a big card. So I'll set that aside in case we do get the other side of that Meld. Yeet the dog, that's right. Gordix, welcome in. How are you? There is Confurio, so there is a token for Angelo too that I kind of hope we get. Ooh, we got Kuja. Beginning of your end step, create a tapped 0/1 black wizard creature token. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this token deals a damage to each opponent. If you control 4 or more wizards, transform Kuja. Then you get Trance Kuja, Fate Defied. Flame Star. If a wizard you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage instead. This is a regular pack Reaper. Yes, this is Play Booster. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a sleeve on Kuja. All right. Pretty man. And here. Got a few more play boosters, and then we'll get to the shinies. It's wild that this set is standard legal. It's fun. It's fun. All right, let's see what we got here. Go a little quicker. We have seen a lot of these. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I wanted this one. This is Endwalker, which is Brainstorm. For a blue, draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on the top of your library in any order. Which is great. All right, we got Snow. Swing from 13. Power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Has Vigilance. What does Jador do? We got... It is a town, so if we do a town deck, I'm going to keep it. Also has Adventure. Target opponent mills half their library rounded down. Oh, put that with our Water Crystal. This land enters tapped, and then you can tap it to add blue. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that into a sleeve as well. Oh no, Chad, is it time? Do I build a mill deck? Is it time? I become that guy? Might be time. Charlotte, and another hero. Oh, I didn't put a sleeve on. On our 14 card. Keep that for sure. Alright. Again, we'll go quicker, because we've seen a lot of these. Cloud of Darkness. Particle Beam. When it enters, target creature an opponent controls gets -X until the end of turn. X is the number of permanents in your graveyard. Haven't seen that. Ah, the gold saucer! How cute! Add Uncolor, 2 and flip, or 2 and tap, flip a coin. If you win the flip, have Edgar, create a treasure token. 3 and tap, sacrifice 2 artifacts to draw a card. I'm gonna keep that for myself. Matoya, Archon Elder. Whenever you scry or surveil, draw a card. Draw after you scry or surveil. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna sleeve that one. Ooh, Xanarkand. Pretty. For the adventure, create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token. Put a 1/1 counter on it for each land you control. Hell yes. And enters tapped, you can add green. Alright. Sleeve on that as well. And our boy again. Alright, let me get some sleeves for these. And keep cruising. Time to try underwater polo, exactly. Exactly. Definitely want that Xanarkand. Drink. We got more Squack! There's such a thing as the old Final Fantasy VII graphics as the art style. I was kind of hoping the Secret Lair would do some of that. So there are, when is the Secret Lair? This week? Next week? What have we got here? Oh, it's just Elemental. Okay. They are doing some Secret Lair sets, but I was kind of hoping some of the, like, pixely ones would be on there. Unfortunately not. Because I thought that would be a fun set, too. Another Torgal. Ambrosia. Another Noctis. I'll go ahead and sleeve him. That's the pretty shiny one I want to show Mousepate. Esper Origins. Surveil 2, you gain 2 life. The spell is cast from a graveyard. Exile it, then put it into the battlefield transformed under its owner's control with a finality counter on it. And you can flash it back. Oh, it becomes a summon. Okay. Reveal the top card of your library. If it's a permanent card, put in your hand. For 2, you can add 2 green. Other creatures you control get a 2/2 and gain trample till the end of turn. Hmm. That's pretty cool. I'll throw you in a sleep too. A pretty island and a different hero. Torgal best dog. He's pretty great. A pretty good card too. Get sleeves on these. We'll grab the next one. Yeah, Origins. Esper Origins. Next. Before I do, reminder that we have kicked off our Pride Month fundraising. throw that in chat. We are raising money for the Trevor Project. Trevor Project does a lot in helping with crisis intervention for LGBT youth. And unfortunately, right now, it's a very scary time for our LGBT youth friends. So they need all the help and the support that we can do. So if you would like to donate, if you'd like to learn more about the Trevor Project, make sure you click that link. Let me give, just because the alert's kind of hard to hear, I'm gonna refresh and make sure I can see all of our donations. We are currently at 800 of our $2,000 goal. So thank you everyone for all of the support this morning. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who has donated. And that is up now if you would like to donate. Thank you, thank you. We will be doing the fundraising on stream at least all this week. So that link you will see a lot this week. But if you'd like to donate, that is there. I want to do that before we dive into our next we got Clive. Vile Smasher the Fierce. Okay, so Clive is now a Goblin Berserker. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, choose an opponent at random. Clive Rasfield deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to that player or a planeswalker that player controls and has partner. That's pretty cool. Keep that. Got Rufus. There's Ignis again. Oh, back-to-back Rufus. All right. Water Crystal, not in foil. Hell yes. And a Marlborough. Pretty Island. And another hero. Clive is Vile Smasher, yep. So that is the magic card that he is kind of proxying in for. It's pretty. Trying to decide where I would put him. I guess he could still go in Kefka. See. It's fun to see that, yeah, who they pick the card to be. It is fun. Or seeing like the art for like if it's a reprinted spell, just to see the art that it gets for it. Alright, Ifrit. Oh, we say that, but Brosa, look what I just pulled. So this is one of the full arts with some of the art. So search for the Frozen Esper is Nature's Claim. Is an instant. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Controller gains 4 life. So there's a bit. I hadn't seen this card. It's very cool. I'm gonna throw a sleeve on that for sure. There we go. That is pretty cool, yeah. I know that, because we pulled some of, like, 9 and I think 8 had some of the game art too. I can go back and grab those too when we kinda wrap up, but I hadn't seen one for some of the older ones. We got Barret. Whenever Barret attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of equipped creatures you control to defending player. Crystal Fragments. She has Arsenal. Job select, so you get to get a hero. Equipped creature gets a 2/2 for each artifact you control and is an artificer in addition to its other types. Equip 4. Go ahead and throw a sleeve on that. And another here. Alright, we have one more regular, and then we'll start into the fancy ones. I definitely want to keep this one. I will find a place for the cool card. Find a place for that. A Chrono Trigger set? Would be cool. I need to play Chrono Trigger. I have all these cards. Like, games need to stop coming out so that I can play my backlog. I think I started it a long time ago, but I didn't. I ended up making it through. Collector packs are pricey, yeah. Yeah. So, collectors are normally pricey, and then if you get the IP ones, so like Final Fantasy and some of those, you have the IP tax on top of it. And then just demand for the set is ridiculous. So, a little bit of markup there for the demand of it. Another Rufus. Oh my goodness, look at this stilt skin. So cute. He's got lifelink. 2 and tap. Target opponent gains control of another target permanent you control. If they do, you draw a card. Look how cute. I'll throw a sleeve on him. Pretty Forest. Oh, art card. Yes. Absolutely gonna put that somewhere. Love that. And that is all of our play boosters. All right, let's do a quick recap because all the shinies are up next. Let's we got Smooching. Oh, I almost left Terra out. Oh no. Terra. Got this Noctis, and then I want to show Mousebait the Noctis we got. So there's some of the like the 9 art. We got an Odin, which I'm very excited to throw into Kefka. We got some Amano art. We got a Jumbo Cactar. We got our boy Squack. There's Sid. Fire Crystal. Here's the one, Mousebait, where the swords have the foil. That one I do like. I think that's very pretty. So even though I normally don't prefer foil, I think this one's a very pretty one. Yeah. Got mono art for Counterspell. That's for my bird deck. He's in the wrong stack. Pretty Farseek, which I will also steal. Another Arden. There's from 8. Some 8 art. I think we did pretty well. And then we might have to make a town deck because we got it. Got a lightning. I did get triple triad, which I'm very excited about. Oh yeah, I think dang, there's a lot of cool stuff we can make, chat. And then a little Stiltskin. Stiltskin. But it's time for the money packs. Time to open all these. Birds and bushes deck packs and books with the cactars added. Some of those will still go in there, yeah. Even if they're not a bird. I still need some power in there. Alright. So chat, as we open this, they do have a chance of a serialized chocobo. If you see that pop up, that's some serious money. We are hoping for an Ishtola for Scott. And I'm here mostly for vibes. There's not a card, I don't think, off the top of my head that I'm specifically... We did hit the sub goal. We did. Imagine a casual $750 bill in your hands right now, right? I don't remember. So we were able to grab these before, like, a lot of the markup. We were very, very lucky that we didn't have to pay the ridiculous prices. Hold on. Losing her mind. All right. Here we go. Skipping Scott incoming. I sure hope so. I hope we can get Ishtola for him. I sure hope so. Oh, we do have a little hair thing. I just hate how close it is to the corner, so I don't tend to do it. And it's never a great pull anyway. Can smell the chocobo. Oh, if only. If only. These are much harder open than the regular. Something about that shiny. Hard to open. All right, got a shiny hero. We got Pretty Jacked. And foil. The chocobo's the serialized. Yeah. So if you see a golden chocobo and me losing my mind, that's why. But a Pretty Jacked. Got Bart's and the Amano art. Cecil in the cool showcase. Basically, all of these are going to get sleeved, so I'm not going to bother with that as we go. The Warring Triad. Flying, Trample, and Haste. As long as there are fewer than 8 cards in your graveyard, the Warring Triad isn't a creature. There's some mill card. Target player adds 1 mana of any color. Ooh, we got another pretty Ultima. Destroy all artifacts and creatures, end the turn. We have a regular Ject. Just oops, all Ject in this pack. Pretty Mountain. There is Ambrosia, which I pulled, or Scott pulled and let me have for my bird deck, but in foil. We got a full art Ultros. I'll grab the full art if I decide to put him in Kafka. Obnoxious. I thought of you, Slam, because it's like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. No, obnoxious octopus. Thought of you when we pulled him yesterday or the other day. Shiny Graha, Shiny Malboro, Paladin, and a land. Okay, some very pretty stuff. I'll have to see what I want for for Kefka and my birds. No, he's showed up. It said obnoxious when I thought of you. That's not what I meant. He knows it. He knows it. Mm. But isn't it fun? Slam and I have been watching Yu-Gi-Oh, which has been an absolute just trip. And it's been so much fun. I'm so glad we decided to start. All right, next up. The heart at the end, it's true. He did get the heart at the end. It's true. He did channel me perfectly, honestly. All right. Fawn Street Thief in the showcase. Oh, back-to-back Fawn again. Kind of like we had Project. So there's the 12 art. Traveling Merchant. Remove a counter from a non-land permanent. Oh, you control. Draw a card. That's pretty good. Hey, there's Sabin. Where's Exalted's working out? But there's Sabin Master Monk. Has double strike, blitz to discard a card. You may cast this card from your graveyard using the blitz ability. Got Midgar, very cool. You sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, draw 2 cards for the adventure. Or as a town, land enters tapped. So if we're doing town deck, perfect. Perfect. Knights of the Round. For 1, 2, 3, and 4, create 3 2/2 white knight creature tokens. For 5, Ultimate End. Other creatures you control get 2/2 until the end of turn. Put an indestructible counter on each of them. Love that. Cool. I don't think Scott got one. Now we've got one. Here's Fang. We still need Vanille, so I can show you. I'm going to set it aside in case we get her in the showcase. Got full art for Tidus. Another Fang. We can't get the other half. Alright, Blazing Bomb and Shiny Hectites. Alright. No luck on that one. Next. Next. I'm gonna ignore the pull tab because I don't like it being that close to the corner. It makes me nervous. Alright, another hero for to pile. Blame Garden, Seed Academy. Another town. Add to the town. How much is serialized golden chocobo worth? Yeah, the hard part is it's whatever someone is actually willing to pay for a golden chocobo. Right now, I think they are listed at like 25K. Yeah. Yeah. But you have to find someone willing to pay for that. So that's the... Ooh, lightning. Oh, she is Ishin 2M's as well. Okay, so Ishin is who I have as my samurai commander. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, it triggers an additional time. That's a pretty, pretty card. Again, I don't normally like foil, but that's so pretty. Neon Dawn, welcome in. How are you? I believe so. I think they are all foil, even like the, not the full arts and things. Welcome on in. Got anime Yuna. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. Yuna Grand Summoner. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. When you next cast a creature spell this turn, that creature enters with additional 2 additional 1/1 counters on it. There we go. Whenever a permanent you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, if it had 1 or more counters on it, you may put that number of counters on target creature. She's very pretty, and I'm stealing her. Oh my gosh, I got the Masamune right after her. That's a sick card. As long as a equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked if able. Equipped creature has if creature dying causes the triggered ability of this creature or an emblem you own to trigger. That ability triggers an additional time. I guess they're not all foil because this is just a full art. We got a pretty Leviathan. I love the art for that one. We got regular Joshua that we got earlier. Forest. There's Vanille. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. Surge also, Surge foil. Pretty gold saucer. Oh, Esper Raymond. I hadn't seen him yet. This creature deals damage equal to the number of non-creature, non-land cards in your graveyard to a target creature an opponent controls. Wizards you control get a 1/0 till the end of turn. Town. And the shopkeep is very cute. Alright, so that meld that I was talking about, this is what you get to do with it. So, these are the 2 cards. There's the, if you guys heard me say surge, here's what that foil looks like if it's a surge. They tend to be worth a little bit more. But then, you get to meld them together to make Ragnarok. So when they meld, now you've got Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, and Haste for a 7/6. Ragnarok dies, destroy target permanent, and return target non-legendary permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So we've got discount Exodia, exactly. But there is, that is how that meld works, is you actually get 1 giant card when you have the 2 regular cards. So that's very pretty. Very pretty. Okay. Snotty Stola, though. Not there yet. Ooh, Zodiac. Umbro God. Indestructible. When Zodiac enters, each player sacrifices half the non-god creatures they own of their choice, rounded down. Whenever a player sacrifices another creature, put a 1/1 counter on Zodiac. Also very pretty foiling for that one. Ooh, a Promise Fulfilled, which is Light Up the Stage. Spectacle, I don't know what that is. Exile the top 2 cards from your library. Till the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Zodiac good. We got another unit. Ooh, Summon Kuchata. Lightning. This creature deals 3 damage to each of 2 target creatures. Has ice. Up to 3 target creatures can't block this turn. And then fire. Discard a card, then draw 2 cards. When you discard a card this way, this creature deals damage equal to the card's mana value to each opponent. Ooh, pretty jumbo cactar. So that was the plus 9999. We got the fancy card for it. Oh, Peace Center, welcome in. How are you today? We're opening up some magic cards. I got a Tifa. Sick. I got the just the regular one, but can throw that in with my deck. God, I have another Omega. Did I get back-to-back Omega? This man, they really want us to have Omega. We have so many Omega. It's kind of wild. So many. All right. So we got Zodiac sorry. I keep saying Zodiac. Zodiark. It's a cool pull from that one. But it's still not Ishola. I would also love the other versions of Kefka that I don't have just yet. Scott was very sweet and let me have the Kefka that he pulled yesterday, but I would like the other sets or versions. Come on. Add it back, please. Alright, another here. Vincent Valentine. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, put a number of 1/1 counters on Vincent Valentine, equal to that creature's power. Whenever it attacks, you may transform it. Okay, spoiler for the one below. But, comes Galleon Beast. Trample, lifelink, when Galleon Beast dies, return it to the battlefield tap. Front face up. Vincent's very cool. Alright, we got Golbez, who is Sir Conrad. Ooh, I know Sir Conrad the Grim. Whenever another creature dies or creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, a creature card leaves your graveyard. Golbez deals 1 damage to each opponent. For 1 in black, each player mills a card. Ooh, we got Cloud. When Cloud enters, search your library for an equipment card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. As long as Cloud is equipped, if an ability of Cloud or an equipment attached to it triggers, that ability triggers another time. Soldier Military Program. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, you can choose one. If you control a commander, you can choose both instead. So you can create a 1/1 white soldier creature token, or put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 soldiers you control. Got a full art Genova. Therian. Ooh, a pretty Garuda. Give that a little shiny shine. Another Fang. We keep getting Fang as well. Shiny. A Phoenix down. That's fun. Right on. And a weapons vendor. Okay. Definitely some cool. Getting another cloud is also very cool. Are you gonna pull everyone's favorite Final Fantasy character, General Glauca, from the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy 15 tie-in movie, Kingsglaive? Put him in my next commander, obviously. My next commander. Get nervous, Chad. I want the She's Tola so bad. I'm getting nervous. Come here. Would you please stop getting your corners stuck on the back? Please? We got a shiny Angelo! There he is. Look at that good boy. Look at that good boy. Ooh. Scott's gonna love that. We got a pretty, pretty Jill. Look how shiny. Yeet this dog immediately. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave that because I know Scott's gonna want her. Ooh, Jesse, there it is. I also got you a cleric, and I hate that I got you a cleric earlier. I think you were helping my mom. Vigilance lifelink. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on each cleric you control. So I pulled that aside for you. I will also pull Jill aside for you. Now yeet. Poor little Angelo. All right, got another Vaughn. Yes, you got the cleric. I hate that I got your cleric, but I got your cleric. Oh, we got Hermes, which is good for birds. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying and vigilance. Whenever you attack with one or more birds, scry 2. Cryle. Cryle's got lifelink. Trace Aether. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may return target creature card with mana value equal to that spell's mana value from your graveyard to your hand. Duels only once per turn. The dog is canonically yeeted, I know. Oh, I got a prettier Tifa. We're upgrading our Tifa as we go. I'm gonna set that aside for myself. Tifa's fun because I mentioned I love landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, double Tifa Lockhart's power until the end of turn. So just buff her up. Yeet. Creepy kangaroo, welcome in. Could give the keyboard. Ooh, had a new knee replacement. How to wait for girls to get batteries for the keyboard. Well, we're happy to have you, Creepy. Welcome on in. I hope everything going well. Hope recovery going well. I know I'm gonna sleeve the rest of this later, but for myself, I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve my Tifa. Yeah, I hope recovery and healing going well, Creepy Kangaroo. It's good to see you. We have another Arden for demons. Got my choice of. We got a Torgal. Got a showcase foil Torgal. Ooh, full art Ultimecia as well. Very pretty. Ultros, Reno. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve Angelo just because I think he deserves it. This good boy deserves a sleeve. A good boy deserves a sleeve. We did get a vanilla card, actually, just a little bit ago. I have a favorite character. Oh my gosh. Across all of Final Fantasy, there's a lot. There's a lot. I can say what decks I'm building, Creepy Kangaroo. I am building a Kefka deck and a Bird Chocobo deck at the moment. I like most Final Fantasy characters, if I'm honest. It's I think finding one I don't like would be the easier one. Oh, tremendous pain. I'm sorry to hear that. There's a shiny hero. I hope we can help here today. We got a very fancy Nibelheim of Flames. We got the regular one earlier. There's a very pretty one. Battle at Big Bridge. This is Fatal Push. Destroy target creature if it has mana value 2 or less. Also is Revolt. Destroy that creature if it has mana value 4 or less instead if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn. Dark Confidant. Beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library, put that card into your hand. You lose life equal to its mana value. Here is, I wasn't sure exactly where she was, Creepy. I don't want to spend too much time looking, but the vanilla we got was actually a Surge foil, too. Where is she? There she is. Look how pretty. So one of the showcase art. Yeah, we do have a Riku. I think I got, maybe I didn't. I don't think I got a regular one. We have a Riku. Whenever you put one or more counters on a creature till the end of turn, the creature can't be blocked by creatures your opponent controls. Move a counter from target creature an opponent controls into target creature you control. Activate as a sorcery. Red 13! That was cutie. Vigilance, Trample. Other modified creatures you control have Vigilance and Trample. Cosmo Memory. When Red 13 enters, return target aura or equipment card from your graveyard to your hand. Got a shiny Bart Samboku. Okay. Oh, chat. I only have a few left. I only got a few left. Not feeling. Send me your energy, chat. Send me your energy. Like I need to go back and build a red commander deck. Tired of playing Cynic versus Black's Sun's Black Demon deck. I mean, it's always fun dipping into stuff that you don't normally play, I think. We back-to-back serialized chocobos, just the rest of them. Are they a lot to buy? These are pretty pricey. I lucked out in that our game store, if you do the pre-order, doesn't do like the demand pricing. So we got in before these got like really marked up. If you're trying to buy them now, it's gonna be very pretty penny. Very pretty penny. Ooh, pretty water crystal. Think now we have a regular, a shiny, and a showcase shiny. Whoa, that's cool in foil too. So we got this non-foil earlier. Now we got a foil. Upgrade. That's not the Tifa I need, but another Tifa. So this Tifa, this one, Martial Artist, has melee. Whenever one or more creatures you control with power 7 or greater deal combat damage to a player, untap all creatures you control. If it's the first combat phase of your turn, there's an additional combat phase. So it's not the one I was looking for, but if you're, it also is Surge, yeah. It's a nice Tifa. Not the one I was looking for, but very pretty. Ingrid. Another Wandering Minstrel. Excalibur 2. Whenever you gain life, put a charge counter on Excalibur 2. Equipped creature gets a 1/1 for each charge counter on Excalibur 2. Has equip 3. Know that one people are wanting. There's Girlfriend Ifrit again. Toto. Ignis. Ramen. Shiny Ramen. Hell yes. Okay. Keep cruising here. Keep cruising here. Store is a scalper. That is demand. They Magic doesn't really follow like MSRP. I think there is like an MSRP so you know what it like they're suggested, but they are able to set it as they want. Oh, I'm sorry, sure. I can try and angle it a little bit more. It's hard with the top-down light as there's an angle I can read it, and it's a little making sure you guys can also read it. Oh, we got another crystal. Darkness crystal. So this one is black spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If a non-token creature an opponent controls would die, exile it in 2, you gain 2 life. That's pretty good. Put target creature card exiled with Darkness Crystal onto the battlefield tapped under your control with 2 additional 1/1 counters on it. Oh, we got another Endwalker. Got Clive. When Clive enters, you may discard your hand and draw cards equal to your devotion to red. For 4 red, red, exile Clive, return it to the battlefield transformed under owner's control. Activate a sorcery. So Clive, again, spoilers, becomes Ifrit, Warden of Inferno. Very cool art. As lunge, Ifrit fights up to one other target creature in Brimstone. Add 4 fire. If Ifrit has 3 or more lore counters on it, exile it, return it to the battlefield. There's Clive. There's Spirit Cleric. Blitzball Stadium. Very cute. Got the Buster Sword. Crypt creature gets a 3/2. Whenever crypt creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. May cast a spell from your hand with mana value less or than or equal to the damage without paying mana cost. Got a big sword, that's right. Little mouse can't see. I'll hold the black ones, I'll put at the weird angle. And then the everything else I'll show chat. Ooh, Clash of the Icons. Choose one or more. Target creature you control fights target creature an opponent controls. Remove a lore counter from target saga you control. Put a lore counter on target saga you control. That's pretty cool, too. Buster Sword is crazy. Yep, we got one. Edelbert Steiner. For our 9 fans. A Garland. Oh, regular Clash of the Icons. A Gaius. Let's see. When Gaius enters, choose one. Each player sacrifices a creature token of their choice. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. Each player sacrifices an enchantment of their choice. All right, we've got, what, 13 minutes till Xbox and 3 more packs. That's going to line up nicely. So yeah, today is going to be a shorter stream. Some of the not E3 Game Fest stuff is going on, and I do want to watch that. So we will be wrapping up once we finish our packs. I'll probably just raid over there so you guys can watch too. But we've got 3 packs to pull Ishtola. Come on, packs. Ishtola and a Chocobo. Back to back. Let's go. Manifesting. Manifesting. Another Yuna. We got Hope of Spira. During your turn, Yuna and enchantment creatures you control have Trample, Lifelink, and Ward 2. Beginning of your end step, return up to 1 target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. Yeah, Xbox has their like E3 type announcements. We got this earlier. Now I have a shiny. Another pretty Jill. Noctis in the very cool background. He has lifelink. Cast artifact spells from your graveyard by paying 3 life in addition to other costs. If you cast a spell this way, the artifact enters with a finality counter. General Leo. When he enters, return up to 1 target creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Then put a 1/1 counter on General Leo Kristoff for each creature you control. Another water crystal. Ooh, Eden Seed of the Sanctum. Add a colorless for 5, mill 2 cards. Then you may sacrifice this land. When you do, return another target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Finality Fantasy, exactly, Robot Crash. How are you? Welcome on in. Ooh, Diamond Weapon. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent card in your graveyard. Has reach and immune. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to Diamond Weapon. It is kind of telling me to build mill. It may be time, Mousebait. It may be time. We got Zach. Enters with a 1/1 counter on it. Sacrifice Zach Fair. Target creature you control gains indestructible till the end of turn. Put counters on that creature and attach an equipment. Those attached to Zach Fair on the creature. All right. 2 more, chat. 2 more. Let's see if I can do it. I really hope I can do it. I have to pull Scott's waifu. I have to. What kind of wife would I be if I can't? I believe in you. Oh, Bothian Fran again. And the fancy art. Very cute. Another search for the frozen Esper. Ooh, we got full art Kuja. I may swap out the one that I grabbed. Another Zodiark. Love that. Or Totalimo. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it does damage to each opponent and you gain a life. For 4, you can sacrifice. Each opponent who lost life this turn sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures they control. Mountain, anima. Here's Prompto, my boy. Self-destruct. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Oh, shit. Alright. I need your energy. It's our last pack. Last pack. Come on, Chocobo. Come on, Y'shtola. Think how many Y'shtolas we could buy if we got a Chocobo. Girl math. Will you come out of the pack? Christ. Oh, Spartan, welcome in. How are you? Hey, we got another Sephiroth. Set that aside. I got another Jador. Very pretty. The Chocobo's fighting, that's probably it. Shantoto's Coercions, Diabolic Intent. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Search your library for a card, put that card in your hand, and then shuffle. Ooh, we got Dion, which is Bahamut's dominant. Dragonfire Dive. During your turn, Dion and other knights you control have fly. Oh, I don't like that either. Scott's got a knight deck. When Dion enters, create a 2/2 white knight creature token. You can exile it, return the battlefield transformed, activate a sorcery. So he becomes Bahamut. Put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. Those creatures gain flying until the end of turn. Giga Flare. Destroy target permanent. Exile Bahamut, then return face up. I got another lightning, which is great. First strike, yeah, she's the crazy one we went through. That is some serious trade money there. 4, hopefully Y'shtola. So good, good. Ooh, I like this. I got regular memories returning earlier. I'm gonna swap it for this one. Got the Planisphere, Island, Fenrir, very pretty. There's Graha. No luck. No luck. Another lightning is good for hopefully some trade fodder there. All right, chat. Well, we didn't get the we didn't get Ishtola. I haven't seen anyone pull that card. So I guess when you find the one person that gets her, um, you're not alone. Sad. Yeah, there's a. We didn't get the one that Scott was hoping for, but Scott did get. We got a Jill and a cleric, so that'll be good. And then I've got a whole mess of stuff I need to go through. I don't even know where to start, and especially when we've only got a few minutes here. But let me go through the things I specifically pulled aside, and then I will put the rest of the pulls in a photo later. But I did get my Tifa, so I'm happy I got Tifa for my landfall. I kind of want to put Angelo in something. Maybe we put Renoa in something. Got some birds. We got the art. I'm just gonna do a real quick through these, and then we're gonna wrap up for today. The last thing today is we did kick off our Pride fundraising. So we are raising money for the Trevor Project this week here for Pride Month. If you would like to learn more or if you would like to donate, the link is there in chat. You can check that out. We are trying to raise $2,000 for the Trevor Project. Last I looked, and I'm sorry, the alert sound is kind of low. So if I have missed one, I am so sorry. It is not intentional. But we are currently at $800 of our $2,000 goal. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone who has donated today. I really appreciate it. As I scroll through our cards that I kind of set aside here, and then we're gonna wrap up for today. Again, if anyone joined, I normally paint miniatures, but we've been doing more variety. I've been getting back into Magic, which has been really fun. And then we've been doing video games on Wednesday. Very excited. We got Edgar, Choco. I set aside an Nova just because cool. Tonberry's got to go in my Kefka deck. I did get my commander, so that's great too. And then yeah, this was Kefka from Scott's pulls yesterday. And then I did get the Rhystic Study that I really, really wanted. So that is from Scott's pulls yesterday and shiny. Yeah. So that's what we got. I'll go through all this again and get some photos of, like, all the pulls just because 'cause we're a little short on time here, but thank you everyone for coming to check out all it's been waiting to pull these has been really, really hard. I've been wanting to open these since we picked them up on Friday, so it's been tough, but thank you everyone for coming to hang out. We will be back. Sadie's losing her mind. We'll be back tomorrow with mini painting. If you wanna come hang out in between streams. Oh, thank you, Slime. Or if you wanna share if you're also playing cards, you wanna come share, all of your pulls, that's in our Discord. I will put this up on YouTube once I get it edited. I also have our video games edited, VODs, short form content is all on YouTube. And then socials. That first link there has my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Blue Sky if you want to follow over there. So thank you, everyone. I know it was really hard to wait, Mouse Wait. So thank you everyone for coming to hang out. Oh, for my Warhammer friends, it looks like the community article is up. We're gonna skip that here today. But if you want to go read it, it looks like we've got Raveners, so you can check that out for Guilty. So thank you everyone for coming to hang out. And then if you hang tight, I'm gonna think right over to Xbox if you want to watch that along with us. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys tomorrow for mini painting. Bye bye for now.